Hi, I'm Terry Carter from Saddlebrook Stables, and today I'm going to talk to you about horse breaking techniques. For this, we'll need a saddle pad, saddle, halter, and lead rope. What we're going to do today is probably the most important thing that you can ever do with your horse, and that's introduce it to a saddle. The whole idea is to make sure that your horse doesn't get scared with whatever you do. So when you bring a saddle pad up to your horse, you want to allow it to sniff the saddle pad and let them know that it's nothing that's going to hurt them. She's actually trying to nibble on it, so that's a good sign. She's obviously not afraid of it. Then what you want to do is actually touch the saddle pad all over the horse to make sure that they're not afraid of it. She obviously doesn't mind me rubbing this saddle pad up against her and even around her face. So now we're ready to progress to the next step, and that is actually putting it over her back. The way the horse's eyes are set on their head, and it enables them to see anything that's going on with their back. So you need to move very quietly and very slowly. So what I'm going to do is gently pick this pad up and gently set it on her back. There, she's accepting that very well. So we're going to let her stand and just get used to that pad and the weight of it on her back. The next step we're going to take is the saddle. Again, you want to let the horse see it, sniff it, let it know what it is, that it's not going to hurt them. You want to take your off stirrup and throw it up over your saddle horn, because that'll keep it out of the way. And preferably you want to take your girth and do the same thing. You don't want anything flapping around or hitting the horse when you put the saddle on its back for the first time, because that could really scare it, and that could really make it learn to fear the saddle, and you'd have a whole list of things to correct before you could even get the saddle on your horse. Then the next thing you want to do is gently lift it up and place it on the horse's back. Again, making sure nothing falls and nothing bangs into the horse to scare them. Then what you want to do is go around to the other side and take all these things down. I'm going to do that right now. We went very slowly and very quietly, so she didn't seem to mind that a bit. And now what we're going to do is very gently tighten up the girth, not too tight and not too quick. Anytime you do anything with a beginner horse, you want to make sure you do everything very slowly and don't rush it. When you rush things with the beginner horse, you always tend to create fear and bad habits. And this goes for if your horse is a baby and just being broken, or an older horse that hasn't had much riding at all. We're going to do up the girth loosely, and then pick up this strap and put it in the slot so that it doesn't flap and scare the horse. And those are some techniques for breaking your horse.